Welcome to Scofield Farm. I'm going to use my new camera today, and we are going to plant peppers, which I'm so excited about. Let me show you real fast something I'm doing first. I came over to check on the little watermelon that I planted in this self-watering bed, and it actually is doing okay. I need to harvest this because it doesn't need to be in here. I planted several more seeds in this bed to see what comes up. Oh, one of them actually showed his head after I watered it. Push that under. Okay. There's an orange watermelon. I'm blanking on the name. I think it's called Orangello or something like that. It is over on this side, and over here are the Crimson Sweet. And last year was the best watermelon year I've had. It vined up over this. So I don't know how I'll do this year, but I have high hopes that we're going to get some watermelon. Okay, here are some of my peppers and eggplants. I have not sorted them to what if they're sweet or spicy yet. So I usually do a bed of sweet and I do a bed of spicy. So I'm gonna sort these and lay them out, and then I'm so excited to get to planting. I would say peppers are like one of my very favorite things to grow. I mean, that's for sure. I give so much priority to them and space, and we use them so much. My whole family loves them. So I'm gonna lay these out and figure out what goes where. Also, I have these little radishes that look just about done, and I'm gonna have to pull them, I think, in order to plant anyway. So I might just pull some of them now. Some of them, gosh, I sure wish that they were done, but they're not quite there. So yeah, that one's not quite there. But this little one, they're little, they're very cute, but yeah, they're gonna take room of my peppers, so I probably am going to at least thin them out. Is that one done? That one's about done. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I usually do really great growing radishes. Oh, that's tiny. This year, it's been super hit or miss. So let me show you these little guys. Look at them. They're so pretty. They're pretty tiny, but the colors are just fabulous. See that? Okay, I'll set those aside in the shade. Oh, let's figure this out. Okay. Oh, this has got little buds on it. This is a Jimmy Nardello. Why didn't I not? Okay. Take the buds. Okay, so sweet. So this is usually my sweet bed. So sweet, Jimmy Nardello, Sunbright is a sweet one. I also usually do my eggplant along kind of the front edge on the west side of my, sorry, I'm like looking at this. The west side of my peppers to give them some shade, so the ones that need to change colors, like a bell pepper, will be able to change colors. So I am going to sort of lay those out. I like to grow two kinds. I like to grow a long eggplant. This is a ping tung, and the way we use it is we slice it and grill it or saute it as like a side for our Sunday lunches. And then I also like to grow a black beauty. So those are the two types that are in my garden every year. So let me lay some of those out. It looks like those are a little more organized than the others. This one is Black Beauty. So many of the peppers have buds on them because they have been in the cup so long. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, so I need to sort, as I said, sweet from spicy. Oh, paprika. The paprika, this is actually, I usually have this in my mild bed or my sweet bed, but it's not sweet. It is a little bit spicy of a paprika. So let's put these kind of here too. Paprika. Sugar Rush Peach goes in spicy. Touch bonnet. Trinidad Scorpion definitely is not a sweet pepper. I'm so excited though. Last year mine did terrible. Look, I started them really late. This looks really great. This is like, here, let's see if I can zoom in on that. This one is a good one. Okay. Cayenne, that's spicy. Rock Thompson is spicy. Okay, next tray. Okay, I sorted out so many of these. I'm gonna take the hot ones to the hotbed, and I'm gonna start trying to lay stuff out. So many of them have little buds, and I really want them to work on the transplanting, not having root shock, not making fruit quite yet. So every time I see one, I kind of pick it off. All right, let's carry this stuff over. Okay. Jalapeno and Santa Fe, I've got so many of those. Oh, how do I get around here? Oh my goodness. I made myself a little obstacle course. I wonder if I can. Kind of got this stuck in here. Oh, I'm not good at this. Tricky on the back. There we go. Bonnet. I wonder what else I'm gonna put in here. I think what I have left is mostly what's gonna go in here. I am pretty sure. I'm not positive. I tried to put about the same number of peppers in each bed. Oh, this one goes over here. So I might have to sort this out a little bit better. Okay, let's put this out. These are okay, paprika. All right. All right, this is my spicy pepper bed. I usually lay my peppers out about 10 to 12 inches apart. I know that is really close for a lot of people, but there's a saying, peppers like friends, and I read a long time ago, I mean probably like 6 or 7 years ago, so not that long, but longish, an old farmer who would space his peppers 10 inches apart, and they protected each other from sun scald so that the colored peppers had time to change color. And when I started doing that, I actually finally had my bell peppers changing colors. So that's something that I do. I also, as you've seen in past videos, I like to top my peppers so that they create two main stems and they're bushier. So that's another way. Also, it helps in our hot climate for the soil not to dry out as much. I do mulch the soil as well, but we are very, very hot. So as things fill in and shade the soil, it makes all the plants do better. Okay. Let's use this little bit of water to water something. All right, come to the other side. All right, I gotta move some of this over. I always kind of do the layout and then I decide, you know, if it works for me before I actually start planting, and if I need to like move things around, give them more space or give them less space, I can like see it visually better, what it's gonna look like. Now, a lot of these are my very super hots, like 7 chocolate pot, Trinidad Scorpion, Tabasco, Thai Dragon, Habanero. I do not have a Reaper in my garden this year. My My seeds didn't germinate well. So that's okay. I still have a couple up in the cupboard to use, and I want to use them like in a hot sauce. And I've also made a really nice salt with them. So we're just going to skip those this year. Now let's see. These are a pretty little pepper. These are Peruvian purple. And I put them in hot sauce, but they're almost, for me, a little more decorative. I love the color purple in my garden so much. Oh, Thai dragon, another one. Okay, let's see. Phase 5. Making decisions is always a little tricky for me. And I'm already seeing some peppers that were supposed to be in the other bed, so I'm glad I didn't plant the other bed out, because this one should be over in this bed. Jalapenos, I didn't have enough of those in my garden last year, so I'm giving more priority this year. I have 7. It's still not a lot, but when I grow such a huge variety, it is a decent chunk of them. I love cowboy candy. I love them in hot sauces. Like I could do like a habanero jalapeno hot sauce or a Reaper jalapeno hot sauce. So I'm hoping to get a really good harvest from those this year. What is this? Oh, Sugar Rush Peach. This is one of my very, very favorites of all peppers. So good. Let's see. I don't have as many plants this year as last year. I had like 7 last year, and I only have 4 this year. All right. Gotta pick the little buds off because I do not want them to work on fruit quite yet. Let's see. It's like tedious. Okay. And there's aphids I have to pick off. These little red aphids and squish them with my fingers, which I know is disgusting. I become so calloused as a gardener to what I used to think was disgusting. I honestly still do think it's disgusting, but yet here I am. I'm squishing. Oh, I've got to show you sometime. I got this really cute mug from a giveaway, and I guess it says squeeze the day, but I read it in my mind as squeeze the bug, and now I can't see it any different than squeeze the bug. So funny. Okay, leaning into my garden. There we go. I have a ton of serrano. Oh, another cayenne was hiding here. 2 more cayenne. Interesting. Where did I have the cayenne? All right, little rearranging going on. Okay, I'm gonna have to make room. This will be interesting. All right, let's see if I can do this. When chard get really big and mature, they are like huge. They're almost like, they're related to a beet, and so they're like an enormous beetroot. So, oh, I might be able to get it out. So I might just cut that out of there. Oh, that wasn't too hard. Okay. And then I can have this for eating and get another pepper in that bed. Okay, so now I'm going to rearrange that since I ended up with more cayenne than I thought I had. This will go in here. Move that over there. And we'll put the cayenne back with the other cayenne peppers. These wood chips out of there. They were mulching that giant chard, and I don't want them to be buried with my planting. There we go. I think that's going to work better. And work. I like to put some worm castings in each hole just to give a teeny boost to the plant. I also sometimes put a little bit of this soil in the hole too. I'm leaning into my bed because the chard is kind of close and blocking me on the other side. I'm excited about this 7-pot. I'm hoping that it does really well because it sounds like a great hot sauce type of pepper. It looks good. These definitely were starting to get root bound. It was time. It just wasn't time because of the lows. Planting out a garden is a lot of work. I am not going to be someone who says it's not. It's a ton of work and it's really exhausting, but here's the deal. It is incredibly rewarding, especially when it's something that you love to eat. And so all the work of these peppers feels motivating to me because I love to eat peppers. If I was someone who didn't care for peppers, this would be way too much effort. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. These Thai Dragon were a family favorite. I mentioned it back on my, whoopsie. I had a video about different peppers I liked, and I mentioned Thai Dragon, and I think this was double tagged. Okay, well, anyway. I love them. We made the very best hot sauce with Thai Dragon. And so that is what we are for sure doing this year, is we are looking forward to Thai Dragon hot sauce. It was everyone in my family's favorite hot sauce that I made last year, that's pretty fun when there's a unanimous, liking of something when you have 9 people in your family. So that is the hopes for this specific type. As I go through all of these, I actually get kind of fond thoughts and memories about these different varieties that we've grown in the past, and I start to really look forward to their flavors and their colors and all that stuff, getting to grow them again. Habanero. Here's one that I have not got a successful harvest from yet. I had tiny little peppers starting to grow when it got too cold in November. So if I get a harvest from habanero this year, that will be a fun first. That will be exciting. But to see buds on my habanero now, when last year I didn't get buds till like late fall, this is good news. This is encouraging. Oh, so encouraging. We made our own ground cayenne pepper this year from peppers that we harvested last year, which was awesome. So I'm looking forward to that again too. It's gonna be such a good pepper year. I can already see it. Okay, Scotch bonnet. That is a favorite of ours. We grow so many Scotch bonnet. I'm always surprised when I put peppers, I list them locally for sale, that more people don't grab up the Scotch bonnet, because they're really nice. They're kind of fruity, and I don't like, they're supposed to be the same hotness as habanero, but I actually think they're a little bit milder, or at least mine have been. They're great in like so many things. I make a really good salt with them. Get really coarse real salt, and I chop up the peppers. I'll hopefully do a tutorial or something about that later in the season. My mom has already requested more, so it is a definitely delicious seasoning salt. Okay, I got the beds planted and they are gonna look great. My son put beer traps in them because there were tons of roly-polies and centipedes, and I've had them already munch down quite a few of my cucumbers that I'm gonna have to replant from seed. But you can't really replant peppers, you know, that are this far along from seed. But everything looks really good in here, and I'm gonna wait on the eggplant because we have some intense stuff going on today that garden time is just gonna have to be done. So here's the other pepper bed with beer traps. Hopefully we get those slugs. Well, that's not what I meant. Slugs, but I mean roly-polies. Pill bugs. Yeah. So thank you for joining me for pepper planting day. And it's kind of nice to see the garden coming along and all its changes. And it's going to change so much more. Just a quick little view. There is so much going on. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Happy gardening.